Welcome back. In this video, we're going to go over sign up pages for subscription services. I'm currently in the Inhouz Cloud console. On this platform, web applications and APIs can be private. This means that these services will not be available to users who do not have access. To grant access to these services, you would need a subscription service. So a subscription service is just a gateway for users to sign up and gain access to an API, which it's going to give the user an API key when they sign up, or a web application is just going to create an account and then they can log in with your username and passwords. In this video, we're going to go over how to set up the sign up pages. If I jump into the subscription management, we're going to work with two services today, and we're going to demo just for web applications, but it applies the same with APIs. So we're going to go over here. We're going to demo with our support auth and demo app dev service. One is external and one is internal. Internal means that it is only for internal users, so only users in your account can sign up. So whenever you have an application or a web application or an API that is private, but then you create a subscription service that is internal, it just makes it that these APIs and web applications are internal tools, as opposed to external, which means that people outside of your organization can sign up, which is perfect if you wanted to build something that you wanted to monetize, right? Like a SaaS product. Now, keep in mind that an application could have an internal and external, because the relationship between an application or API and a subscription service is one to many, right? So one app can have a lot of services, there's no restriction there, but a user can only sign up to one. A user cannot have two accounts with the same email. All right. So now if we jump into our service, we're going to start off with the demo app dev service. It's connected to our demo application. So this is a UI service. So the assets here is a UI as a web application called demo. We're going to go over a few things on the main page. Active here just means that this service is active. If we turn this off, everyone who is signed up to this application immediately loses access because it's no longer active. Advertise means that it's available for people to sign up. So if we turn this off, then no one can sign up. So if you had a service that was like $10 a month and you wanted to raise your price to $20 a month, but you already had a ton of users and you just wanted to, keep the users that you have, but, have new users paying you pricing, you could keep it active, turn off the advertise, and then create a new service with new pricing and then push that out to the public. Your current users will stay active, but new users will go to the new service. Now we have a sign up slug. So that will be the path of your sign up page. You get to pick and choose what this looks like. Here we have it as demo or demo dev rather. Here we have it as demo dev. You can name it whatever you want. To get to the sign up page, all you need to do is send your users to the URL and then the plan name. And your plans have a plan name. In this case, I just have one plan called base, right? And it's a free plan because this is an internal service. All plans in an internal service are free. Okay, so that's perfect. Before we go any further, I'm just going to open up our demo application. So this application here has two pages. One page is the index page. It's exposed. There's no restriction on this page, and our content page is restricted. If we go into the app settings, we can see that our app is restricted. So we have turned on the restrict app access. And for our restriction type, we've selected subscription, which means that we have to use a subscription service to grant access. If this was, let's say, a password, then you would have to provide the password per environment, which is not really the most secure way to do this. For the most part, I would say stick with subscriptions. All right, I'm not going to save that. I'm going to get rid of that. If we opened up our application in a demo environment, or in the dev environment rather, this is page 1. When we go to page 2, we get prompted to sign in because it's restricted and we need access. All right, so going back to the sign up page, all we need to do is send users to the sign up page. Okay, what's going on? Plan name, base. Oh, wrong plan name. All right, let's change that to base. Here we go. So this is an internal service. So we have an extra tab called internal users. You can just quickly select a user, and that's it. You can select as many users as you want, and it will sign up all these users to this application. One thing to note is that for internal apps, only an admin can sign users up, and you have to be logged in into your Inhouz Cloud account for this to work. External services, anyone can get the URL, go over there, and sign up. There are restrictions, and we cover that in other videos. All right, and it's pretty straightforward. It's almost like a two-step process. You select the users and you check out, and all of a sudden our user now has access to our application. Okay, so that is for our internal application, internal service called demo. If we go to the external service, it's slightly different. With external services, you can monetize. So when you go into the sign up page, depending on what the service is, you might see you might see payments, you might see different things. So let's pick the base again. As you can see, this is a $35 per month with a $1,000 setup fee, 3-year contract. If we go into the add users page, we notice that there's some slight differences. We have the users tab as we had in the internal service, but there is no internal users tab because this is an external service. Anyone can get to this page and attempt to sign up. So this is one of the differences. And you also notice that we have a nice form. So we go back into the subscription service and get into the configuration. You can configure a sign up form. So out of the box, the system is going to have a bunch of defaults, okay? Like organization name, first name, last name, email, password, date of birth, sex, admin user. Some of these are required, some of these are not required, right? You can add new fields, right? So if you wanted a new field, you can add that as well. You can rearrange these fields, okay? So if you wanted to rearrange your form, if you wanted to, let's say, display or hide some fields that are system generated, you can. Of course, if you add a field, you can delete the field as well. All right. So you have, a lot of ability to configure your sign up form to collect the data that you want collected. So let's just go ahead and fill out this form. I'm just going to use some random data. Put in the email. You're going to see that some of these fields are required, and that's based on our sign up form configurator. You can make, or you can pick and choose what fields are required. Because this is, a paid service, you have to configure your billing. So yeah, I just put in the billing address. This is actually not my address. And you can put in your payment information. I would do it, but then it would suggest my actual credit card, and I don't want to put that in this video. But you can imagine filling this up, clicking on checkout, and I also don't want to pay $1,000 too. So that that's another issue with this step of this demo. But yeah, once the user fills this up, puts in their information, they should be good to go, and they will have access. All right, so that's pretty much all you need to know about sign up pages. All you need to do is send users to your sign up pages, and they can sign up. Once they sign up, they will have access to whatever assets that these subscription services are connected to. Okay, so we began the video with a demo application. I'm just gonna find that application again, and we're gonna try and log into that app and just hope that I have access. Just gonna open it up again. So first page is good, and I'm going to there we have it. So, and I have access to this application. I'm logged in. If I refresh the page, I still have access. And that was because I signed up to this application. All right, that's it for this video. See you in the next one.